FLC, in FLC. Closing is better with appointment setters. You'd better believe we're not a team but a family. We work together in harmony. We are devoted, and that you can quote me, in FLC.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the FLC Hangout, where your freedom lifestyle begins. I can't tell you how excited I am to be back and recording with the incredible Misty. Misty, I've missed you so much, and
I missed you too.
It feels like it's been a lifetime. So we are back to record this powerful episode for you guys. And this topic today, I'm super pumped about. I know Misty is super pumped about. It was her idea. So I just want to get straight into it. But before we do, make sure you're following us on Instagram. They're on the screens now. Make sure you give the video a like. It really helps us out. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to never miss a video. With all that being said, Misty, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are going to talk about probably quite a few things about moving in the shadows, doing things in such a way that you're not giving everything you're doing away to people, but you're letting your actions speak louder than your words and really showing up to be the person that you say you are and doing the things you say you're going to do instead of not doing them. So I'm super excited. Before I get too far into my side, I want to know about you, Josie. You said earlier to me that you've had a few aha moments. Anything that relates to that?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's so much power in keeping what you're doing silent. And you hear a lot of people, like highly successful people, say this. And when I first got into this business and into this area and this team, I was like, but like, why? Why would you do that? Like, tell people you're doing these cool things so they can see how cool you are and follow you along. And I feel like I think we've both recently had the same kind of aha moments separately. Like we haven't been speaking much recently because we've been taking time off and stuff. But I think from the sounds of it, we've been having the same aha moment around the same time. That
Isn't that
actually,
weird how that happens? You don't even communicate with somebody and then you're on the
yeah,
same, almost same path, but different. It's a
yeah,
different path, but same things going on.
it's
Sorry, go
crazy. It's probably though because we've been speaking like almost every day for the past 3 years, so that's
ahead.
probably has something to do with it. We're very in
Yeah.
tune, especially with this hangout. Like, if you, by the way, anyone watching, if you want to get to know someone and like have that close bond with someone very quickly, start a podcast with them and talk about everything with
Yeah.
them on this podcast because you'll get to know that person very well, very quickly. But yeah, I've started to realize the importance and the power of doing this recently, whether that's with the goals you have, the plans you have, or just in conversation. Sometimes you're speaking to someone and they have something to say about something you're doing, something they don't agree with, your vision, your path, anything. Silence is so powerful, much more powerful than trying to fight these people. And Misty knows, and I know that you've gone through this too. You're going to have people around you that are going to have so much to say about the things you're doing. Um, and it's tiring to try and convince these people that what you're doing is right and convince these people that you are on the right path for you. That gets really tiring. Sometimes it's just better and easier to say nothing at all, move in silence, which I'm excited to get into, and prove them wrong. Use it as ammo. And I'm curious to hear your side in a second too. But I think moving in silence is really, really powerful because then you don't get the people around you saying all that stuff. And it's I feel like we're similar on this too. It's such good ammo. when you're feeling like you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling like you don't want to take action. It's such good ammo. So that's what I feel about. I'm excited to get deeper into it. But yeah, I know that you've been having this aha moment during like these past couple months as well.
Yeah, I've taken the past couple months off. I've really, um, a lot of things that are negative in my character that I kind of knew were there, but never really saw or knew that, never, I guess I should say, never really accepted that was me, came up. So what I've done is, um, I started noticing a couple, within the past couple years that I say I'm going to do something and then I don't always follow through with it, which is never my intention. I never thought I was that type of person, and I really don't like that. So, but it never clicked in. So, over the past couple months, having gone through the things that I've had to go through in the past couple months, like I said, I was telling you, I've gone through every emotion that there is possible to go through in the past couple months. I've had a lot of eye-opening things happen, and things that really made me focus on me and who I am as a person. And one of those things was talking and not doing, right? Well, my thing is, I've learned that I need to stop talking and just take the action. Quit
Mm.
telling people what I want to do, because then I back out of it and it's like, oh, well, they already know, so why should I do it? Right?
Mm.
And that's not what I want to do. I want to be one of those people that follows through with things. So, um, my thing is I've got stuff in the works, but and so do we, but I don't want to tell too many people. I want my actions to speak louder than my words. So whether it be with FLC or in my own business, I want to just give enough information that people know I'm doing something, but they don't need to know what or how much. And
Mm.
as far as having people tell me um, some negative things about what I'm doing, and you shouldn't do this, that's not right, and trying to steer me away from my dreams and my path that like you said, that we know is right for us. Um, and don't get me wrong, we know that people who are saying those things are coming from a place of love,
Yeah.
but it's their fear and their own limitations they're projecting onto you.
Mm.
So we can't really get angry with them, and we can't really blame them, but we can take responsibility for our own thoughts and feelings and move in silence, go ahead and do our doings, and let the results show for themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm so super excited for what's coming in the future, because I have a feeling that it's going to be powerful from here on out.
Mhm.
And I'm just so, so excited about it. I cannot stand it. Um,
Yeah.
I wish I could, push the fast forward button on life and let's go. But
See how it turns out.
see how it turns out. I know it's going to be
Yeah.
awesome though. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's why a lot of the time we tell everyone about what we're doing, because we are so excited about it, and we see the vision and
Mhm.
the goals, and we see ourselves doing that. And as a team, like, we see ourselves doing that, and we get so excited because it's exciting and it's what we want to do, and it's just, it pumps you up. And then because you're so excited, you want everyone to know about what you're doing, so you go and you tell people online, you tell your friends, you tell family members, and that's when you're shut down. If you share things online, social media, you are putting yourself out there for people to put their opinions on. Fine. It's a like free speech. People can say what they want to say. You're putting yourself out there. It hurts a little bit more when it's friends, family members, and it's so easy, especially in this space when you are this crazy person. According to normal people, we seem a little bit crazy with the things that we
Mhm.
vision ourselves. And it's so easy for them to just shut you down with a word or two, like, oh, yeah, okay. Or just this attitude. And I feel like I just had a aha moment when you were speaking. I think that's why a lot of times we share things and then we get shut down, and then
Mhm.
it really affects us. And I know for a fact anyone in this space is going to resonate with that. So sometimes it's better to just not tell people. And I actually told myself very recently, there's a select few people in my life right now that I'm going to continue to tell my goals to, or continue to update on things that I'm doing. There's a select few people. The FLC team, obviously, are part of that, and then a few other people in my life. Apart from that, I'll answer questions if friends or family ask, but I'm not going to tell anyone as
Yeah,
much as
no,
I used to. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Not go too much in detail. Keep it general.
yeah,
If somebody comes up to you and asks you some really hard questions or deep questions about what you're doing, um, depending on where you're at with that and how you feel, I personally, like I said, I would keep the answers general, just
mm,
because of the fact that um, we don't want somebody else's thoughts and feelings, whether it's if it's especially if it's negative, to affect what we're heading towards and what we're doing. So we want
mm,
to really protect not only our peace, but our journey as well, and what we know is right. Um,
yeah,
Sometimes we do need that outside influence to know, well, and to know, hey, I'm on the right path and I'm still doing something really good, and I'm not taking it in a negative way and not knowing it. You know what I mean? So sometimes we do want to let people know, but like you said, a select few. Don't tell everybody. Don't
yeah.
do what I was doing and tell everybody online and then not do it. And then you're
Don't
like,
do it. Don't do it. Don't do that. Learn from us.
yes, be better. Be better. That's
be,
okay.
be better, please.
Have your aha moments and be better, you know?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
but it's all, other than that, it's just move in silence and let your actions show for themselves. And a lot of times, like you said, people can't see what your vision is. Even
Yeah.
when you try to explain it to them, I can have pictures and they still won't see it.
Yeah.
It's just because they're not on that path. They haven't been on the path you have and haven't, I don't want to say awakened to the thought of having more or changing things around, and they're changing their lives. So they're not going to understand it. They're not going to see it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And I used to actually get really emotional, like annoyed, angry almost when these people would shut me down like that and say these things. I used to, at the beginning, get really emotional about it. But now, when I have those conversations or someone asks me about what I'm doing, and I reply, and then they reply back with a comment, a comment. We all know if you're in this space, the types of things people will say to you. And now, because I have such a deep knowing of I am doing this being what I envision for my future.
Mhm.
Um, I am doing it and it is going to happen. And I have the best people around me. You, the FLC team, our coach, friends and family as well. I have like close knit, the best people around me. I don't need other people's validation. I just need, for example, like if you came to me and you were like, hey, Josie, I feel like you're I feel like this is not the what you should be doing. I would listen to that because I know that you're the type of person that won't just say that to shut me down. You say it from a place of love. So I feel like as well you need to see who in your life are you actually going to listen to, and who you're just going to let it go like this with.
Yeah.
Because now when I have conversations, I can really just stand there and smile and nod and agree with that person. And yeah, okay, cool. And just be so calm about it, because I don't need them to see what I see. I'm past the point of needing and really trying to convince people to see what I see. I simply don't care anymore. People can think what they want to think. I'm past that point. So anyone watching or listening, please be there now. Please don't go through all the heartbreak of having to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
Just don't care. I think mastering the act of like not giving a is so powerful. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what's really cool, Josie, is that you and I have not only the most amazing, incredibly intelligent, amazing people around us, we have also been given everything we need to do anything in the world that we want. And the other people in our lives that are not in FLC or with us on a daily basis or talk to us all the time, they're just not going to see it.
Yeah.
And they're not going to understand that, like you said, we are doing it. We may not see how much our efforts are moving us toward the end result right now, but we can see the end result.
Yeah.
And it's getting closer all the time. And the more we're in FLC and the more we're learning and talking to other people and getting, learning and growing and stuff, it's so incredibly amazing that we can be in this position and move so much closer and so much faster towards the end result that we're looking for. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so cool and so insane. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to be brutally honest right now. I have until tomorrow to decide whether I want to continue with the core family of FLC or not. And I know in my heart I'm meant to be in the core family. I think that my fears and my lazy streak that I have and my procrastination is what makes me think about quitting. It's the easy way out. So, and like I told Shabaria, I cannot see leaving FLC unless it's for health reasons. I really cannot see quitting FLC unless it's for health reasons. However, because I have been thinking so much about quitting the core family, I think that it is seriously just the fact that I want to take the easy way out. I just, so many of us do that. We lose track of where we're at. We get all that negativity from other people that we've told everything to, and then we don't follow through with that. And then we're like, this is not going anywhere. And I can tell my kids, it's not FLC's fault. FLC works. I'm the one not putting enough effort in. That's the only reason why I'm not where I want to be. And I think that's because I want to take the easy way out. My lazy streak is like, I'll do it later. Or we don't want to do this. It's too hard. It's really not hard. It takes the same amount of effort to do nothing as it does to do something. I just have to readjust my focus and my thinking and remember why I'm doing what I'm doing and where I'm going with it. Because I'm going to tell you, my mortality has been in my mind every single day for the past 2 months. Every single day I think about that. Where am I? Where should I be? If I quit FLC, the core family, what am I going to do? I'm giving up on myself and my dreams and those people who are waiting for me to help them. Is that fair? It's not fair to them, but it's also not fair to me. And then I'm also not giving my kids the freedom they deserve. Like if something happens to me, they have to take over everything, right? And that's just not what I don't want to leave them with that. And I don't want to live my life in mediocrity. It's just not where I'm meant to be. I know for a fact I'm meant to be living in a better position than I am now. And if I
Mm.
was to quit, I'd be in the same position forever. I would be in this hole and never get out.
Yeah.
So if I start moving in silence and quit telling people everything I'm doing, which is kind of hard in FLC because we always want to, let everybody else know this is what I'm doing today. This is what needs to be done. And these are my wins. And this is what I've learned. So I have to readjust those things because I don't want to give too much information away because me subconsciously, I quit after I give
Mm.
it. When I give too much information, I quit. And then I am not following through with what I said I was going to do. And like I said, I've come across quite a few habits and things in the past 2 months that I've already kind of known about, but never really addressed or really faced. They've really been in my face the past 2 months. And now that I know them and I can accept that that's part of me
Mm.
and really acknowledge that, I can work on changing that or just change it like that. So, and so there's a guy, I don't know if anybody else knows who he is, and I kind of listen to him every once in a while. Not necessarily sure if I'm completely sold on everything he says, but some of the things he says really make sense. And he says something that we say in FLC that's pretty similar. He says that you are the creator of your life. Every moment, from every thought, every movement, every breath, you are creating your life and your future, your journey. So you are the creator of everything. So whether it be that you thought about where you're at right now, like years ago, or even 5 minutes ago, or a couple seconds ago, you created the spot you're in right now, whether you like it or not. But a decision or something you thought created this situation.
Mm.
So, how are you going to change the future? And what is that going to look like for you? You have to start where you're at and really be conscious of what you're thinking and what you're doing. Every movement, every thought, every breath. And I think that's really powerful because once we really get into that, where we really accept the fact that we are the ones creating our life and what we want, it's not external forces that's doing that. It's us. I think that gives us more power, makes us more motivated.
Mm.
It gives us more control, more, in charge of what we want. And we can move forward using that to create what we want and not let somebody else stop us.
Yeah, I agree. That was that was so good. I was so lost in what you were saying. I was like, I forgot that I'm also a host on this podcast. I was like, yeah, wow. Yeah, you reminded me of a conversation I had recently with a student too. And this might seem unrelated, but something you said just really reminded me of this with looking for evidence that if you take action and you create, like you said, things will work. And I feel like, how do I say this? When we're with ourselves and we're doing doings and with ourselves, it's so easy to talk yourself out of things, no matter what level you're at. By the way, when I first started, like in FLC and all of this, I thought that would get better and easier. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's still very much there, but you get better and stronger at catching that and
Mm-hmm.
throwing it away and moving and doing it anyway. So, for anyone watching or listening, you're not crazy. It doesn't go away. You just get stronger at it. It's like I heard this runner the other day that said running doesn't get easier. You just get better. You get faster, but it doesn't get easier. You just get better. It's like that. And I think what's really helpful is looking for evidence around you of that. Like these people that you follow online or Shabaria, when they create and they take action, they see results. Maybe not straight away, maybe it takes months, years, but they see results. And it's just that tiny little step every single day that will accumulate to this. It's not massive steps 1 week and then a week of nothing and then a massive step the other week. It's tiny little
Yeah.
steps. So that's what I would recommend to you and anyone watching, is look for evidence around you of it being possible, basically. So yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you take it, just if you go back to when we first started this podcast and you watch the videos and you really sit back and watch over time, every video, they progressively get better. And we
Thank God.
progressively change. Yeah, I know. And we change. And we even may talk about the same topic over and over again. But if you notice in them, the information changes about that topic.
Yeah.
Because we're learning and we're growing and changing every time. And
Mm.
that's what I love about the videos. And my Snapchat, it's like, it's my kids think I'm, conceited because in my Snapchat, it's all pictures and videos of me because I
Mm.
love using the filters. Like, this is beautiful, but if I can use a filter to make it look better, hey, why not? Or even silly, I had a wolf dog at one point and I'd use the filters on her. It was amazing. Um, but it's it gives you that growth chart and that visualization that, hey, I may be taking small steps and I may not be telling everybody, but I can see it. Other people can see it.
Mm.
It's the proof, it's the evidence that, even if even if say you're not in business or you're not an influencer or YouTuber or whatever, right? Just in your own life, if you take out your photo albums and you go back and look at the pictures from when you started taking pictures till now, there's a huge change. And what is that saying? If you're not learning and changing, you're dying.
Mm.
You should never be stagnant, never. But how you do that and how you learn and change and the actions you take is what you can control
Mm.
and what should matter the most. Because when you go and you tell too many people, you get the negative responses. Not that they mean that. Sometimes you get positive ones, but the responses you can get and you believe in those and you have put too much faith in those can change everything,
Mm.
right? So you want to really be careful with what you're doing and then really go deep in and introspective as far as who you want to be and how you want to show up.
Mm.
How do you want people to perceive you?
Yeah.
That makes a difference because for a long time, I was numb to all of that. And if you go back and watch the videos, okay, Josie, you have to be honest with me. I know it, you know it. A lot of times when I talk, it's like I have something really powerful or really meaningful I want to say, and it makes absolutely no sense. It does not come out the way it's I want to say written in my head. People just
Yeah.
look at me like, yeah. Or I'll even contradict myself a lot. It's because
Mm.
I'm constantly thinking in my head what I'm saying and then changing it because it doesn't make sense one way and I say it a different way. Or
Mm.
it's like I answer my own questions and like, oh, that's not true. Or this is, so it's
Mm.
like, and I just don't
Yeah.
make sense all the time. But that's okay because it's, I'm learning. But not to basically don't hang everything you do on what somebody else
Mm.
thinks.
Mm. Yes, that's a big one. That's a big one. I think learning to trust yourself, like I mentioned, look for evidence outside of you that this works, but like look for evidence in yourself that actually you can do things. Like you've done stuff that you didn't want to do before and you're alive you're okay. You're watching this right now. You're fine. Drink some water. Water break. But I think looking for evidence in yourself too. Like when I don't want to pick up the phone, I don't want to call this certain person that I think that I know how the conversation's going to go. And then I think, Josie, how many times have you done that? How many times have you thought you knew how the conversation was going to go, and then you have the conversation and it doesn't go that way, and it actually goes a lot better? And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right, Josie. Pick up the phone. So yeah, I think that's a really powerful thing too. But coming back to like the topic of this, like I said, I've promised myself I'm gonna zip it from now on with most people. And I think that's really powerful too. And I want to remind everyone as well that most people quit just before they're about to reach the breakthrough. And I think sometimes when you get to the point of genuinely considering quitting, because I've been there too, it's because you've been thinking about it for a while, and you've been seeing more and more evidence that maybe you should quit for a while because things just haven't been working out. So it feels like, okay, yes, I know that most people quit just before they're about to break through, but I've been feeling like this for so long and I haven't had a breakthrough. But exactly, because you're just about to. So yeah, that's why I want to remind people too that most the time people quit just before they have that breakthrough. And loads of people, successful people, say that. So but it's such a mental game. This game that we're all in is so mental, and it's tough. It's so mentally tough. And I genuinely think if you are in this space of business, entrepreneurship, sales, whatever, you are so strong. And you, to me, you are like an Olympian in the Olympics, because to be an Olympian in the Olympics, you have to be so mentally strong to get to that point and go through all that training and want to quit so many times, but not quitting and then getting to the Olympics. It's the same thing to me. If you're genuinely moving and creating moves in this space and you are successful, whether that's like what you think of successful or successful as in you are still here doing the doings, you are so strong, mentally strong. And to me, you're an Olympian.
Right? I think for me, when I think about quitting, like I said, I think it's just taking the easy way out and being too scared of really facing things that are difficult.
Hmm.
But to be honest, to live this long and get through life, that in itself is difficult. So doing business, I can do that. I just have to get over myself. That's the
Yeah.
easy part. Surviving in this world, that's harder.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's like, yeah.
and
Sorry. It's that thing
no,
of like, choose your hard. It's both hard. This space is hard. The normal life, like what you're meant to do in this life, is hard. Choose your hard. I would prefer to do this one and
yep,
actually achieve my goals. Um, yeah.
yeah, I agree with you. So Josie, as we go to wrap up, do you have any advice for people who are in this?
Yes. Watch the entirety of the FLC Hangout. Watch every single video there is, because we have touched so much in this that is also in there. But
Subscribe, like, share.
yeah, that's my advice. I something that I've really, really noticed recently and has really hit me on a different level recently as well is the pain of regret is so much worse than the pain of taking action. Like when you're feeling really scared or just nervous, anxious about taking action and doing what you know you need to do, and putting yourself out there, it's hard. Like, don't get us wrong. A lot of the times we say like, hey, just do it. It's hard. It is. But something that I've really felt many, many times is, I promise you, the pain of regret is tougher. And you don't want to do that to yourself, to right now cause your future self to have that pain of regret. Something you're doing right now is going to cause your future self to either be like, hell yeah, like, thank you, past self, or you're going to say, what the fuck? Like, you're going to want to strangle your past self. So, yeah, the pain of regret is so much worse than the pain of doing the action. And wasted potential, I think, should scare you, because it scares me. Wasted potential, you know deep down how much you're capable of, and not allowing yourself to get there is wasted potential, and that is just not acceptable at all. So that's a big aha moment I've had that I want to share as well. And my advice, actually, my advice would be, and what I'm going to do this weekend, is make a list of everything that your higher self, your most achieving self does every day. What do they do every day? Make a list and then do those things every day now. And then you're going to be that, and then you're going to be that person. Like, it's easy, cheat code. Like, what? So that's what I would say.
Yeah, it's like move into that higher being that higher person you want to be. Just move into that now. I totally agree with that. And I was going to say, like, my advice would be, if you get overexcited when you're doing something and you just want to share it with everybody, write it down, journal it. Journal it. Move in silence. And I'm not saying move in silence where nobody can hear anything at all. Be selective and write it down. Journal it. Let your journal be your best friend and be your biggest support, because you can go back and look at things that you may have forgotten about and be able to go, okay, I'm so excited about that at that time, and I kind of let that go. Now I can go back to that and accomplish that. But yeah, I would say to journal it, keep learning, forgive those who are not on the same journey you are on, because they don't know where you're at and where you're going. They can't see it. But with that being said, keep learning, and we'll be back soon, hopefully sooner than later. And like we say here at FLC, once your family, your family for life. We thank you guys for being here. Be sure to go back and watch the other episodes. Oh, and Josie has some awesome news. I don't know if she can drop it yet. A teaser.
I think we can tease.
I think she should tease, because it's absolutely, Josie has had one of the most amazing opportunities, and I'm so proud of her. And I'm so excited because we get to see Josie step into Josie's power and become, I shouldn't even say become, because you are so incredible already, and just be able to step into that. And I'm so excited. So I'm going to let you give a little teaser. And then with that, guys, we're out, and you guys can come back next time. And be sure to watch all the other episodes. Go ahead,
Thank
Josie.
you. You're thinking what I'm thinking, right? The
Yes,
podcast.
I am.
Okay. Yes. So something is coming very, very soon to you guys. And it's with the FLC Hangout. So it's going to be right here on this channel. The only reason it was just me is because it was UK based. But Misty was very involved in actually securing this meeting too. So credit where credit is due. But I had a very exciting conversation with a very exciting person who you will see very soon. And I honestly think, no, I don't think, I know that this conversation is going to change a lot of lives and a lot of people's perspectives on life and business and genuinely anything you're going through right now. I can't even begin to tell you how much detail we went into. We sat there for 3 hours. I sat there for 3 hours with this person talking nonstop, and it was great. It was the best. So I'm so excited for that to be out. It will be very soon. Not exactly sure when right now, but as soon as we know, we'll let you know. And make sure you look out for it because it's going to be so
I'm so excited. It's going to be
good.
so amazing.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.